Okay, so Suicide Squad Killer Justice League gameplay came out, and we have a lot to discuss here. We're going to be talking about the gameplay, reactions, and do I think this game is going to be well enough? Can it survive the backlash? What you can expect and why they went this right? So you saw the the the, the trailer came out. The state of play for it's coming out in March, no May, and so they have a full reveal, and it does not look good. And people are losing it because they were expecting Arkham combat, and they wanted more of the free flow and the free form, this tight knit combat, very tight system. And then of course there was the outrage because it's live service. And then it was outrage because it has a store. um, let's well first. My thing with this, with the whole state of play, it looks bad. Not only does it look bad, name brand characters are doing stuff that they should not be doing. Captain Boomerang is zipping and zapping around like I don't know. He looks like a what's that? Phase warp or warp, the teleporting move that warlocks have in Destiny. He's cycling through machine guns. He's zipping and zapping through the air. The shark, King Shark, is swimming through the air. Harley Quinn is Spider Harley, Spider Gwen. She's web swinging through the air. There and it nothing. It looks copy and paste for everybody. It looks very generic. A lot of the bad guys got these weird pulsating bumps, these canker sores that you got to shoot to uh beat them. And I don't know. It looks bad. I would say they should start to panic. Now, why is the game this way? First off, I want to address something. I told you so. I told you so. Everybody poo pooed on Gotham Knights, mainly because Gotham Knights was not Arkham, and they wanted Arkham. I'm seeing people watch this review for this game and saying, "Oh, well, why don't we have that Arkham combat?" And it boils down to the same thing I've been saying. People want Arkham. I don't know why. It's a good combat system, but you can't put it in everything. The reason why you can't put it in everything that works best when it's a single player game. Then that way all of the enemies will slowly crowd you, and you can bounce from enemy to enemy. It's going to create a more tight knit situation for you to do that. This is a co-op game. You will not be able to replicate that in a co-op game. That's one. So people were already disappointed because they don't have the Arkham combat. You cannot put that in a co-op game. The moment you put two characters in, you're going to have situations where you're going to mess with the algorithm of the AI as to who to focus, who to crowd. Because a lot of people, you watch Arkham combat, they slowly start to crowd you, which allows better for you to ping pong like your Sonic between enemies. So they wanted that. Now let's get into the live service situation. Why live service? We broke into it November on this channel. WB was pushing down an edict. Every one of their game developers had to make live service games from now on. That's what they're focusing on. That's why Gotham Knights was that way. I also said I want to see how Kill the Justice League was going to be because the Kill the Justice League in Hogwarts was on the list. Now Hogwarts stayed single player. It is live service, but because of how good Hogwarts is, nobody's really paying attention to that. But Kill the Justice League came out with the store. it's live service, and people don't understand why are they doing this. Why would you do live service? Why are you chasing destiny? I have this to say. Publishers are now like, how can I say this? They're now like record labels. Meaning, record labels tell or nudge very firmly artists on what they're looking for and what they want them to make, what they think is going to be a hit. Um, this has always been a thing. If you are old enough to know of the war between Prince and his record label and things like that, and I'm not going to go too hard on the record label analogy, but they dictate what it is. You could come back with your overall scheme of what you want the game to be. They will tell you what is going to be in there. EA is known for forcing all of their people to try to put microtransactions in there. There's been come out from several times that there's been companies that didn't want to put it, but EA is like, well, that's the standard. Find a way to put it in. The edict from WB is they are doing live action. If you're making a game for them, it's going to be live action. So, and we talked about this also in another video as to why the heads of Rocksteady might be leaving. Meaning that they likely would have came down to Rocksteady and said, this game needs to be live action. This game needs to be multiplayer. This could have been out of Rocksteady's wheelhouse. Could you imagine Garth Brooks or Blake Shelton trying to make a rap song or a pop song? They're country artists. Rocksteady is good at single player complete story, and now you're going to put them in a situation where they have to sit there and analyze and make a multiplayer open world game. So I don't know how to do that. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to go look up how that works. I'm going to go make a look at Destiny, because Destiny is still currently one of the best ones, and I'm going to go look at Marvel Avengers, and I'm just going to see we're going to throw some stuff at the wall and we're going to see what sticks. And that's what the game looks like. Am I trying to completely take Rocksteady off the boat? No, but I called this, that the failure of Gotham Knights was going to heap so much pressure on this game to do good, because everybody's like, oh, well, Rocksteady's going to show WB Montreal on how to do a game, and we're going to get the Arkham combat back. And I called it, I'll link the video, I called, that's not happening. That is not happening. And it didn't, because they had to make live service. That mode does not work live service. Now, I'm surprised that what I saw looks very repetitive, especially with all the tanks got the crit box on the bubble thing, the cannons. I figured they would have went with something like King Shark being Harley Quinn being more like a rogue. And then, of course, you got Deadshot, long range sniper. I could see in my head just off hearing that crit build, right? And they could still do that, but everybody's zapping around in the air. King Shark swimming. It looks bad. I'm not even gonna lie. I was looking to get it, but this just looks like and their traversal mechanics. And why do you see so many traversal mechanics? It's because open world, running in a open world, you need some way to move faster. And so they copied several other ones that they shouldn't have copied. And this game is just looking like hodgepodge fun. Can I be surprised if they pull this off? Yeah, but I don't. My hopes is seriously low. I'm dang sure I ain't day one in this. There's no way in the hell I'm day one in this. Because it looks uninspired. I'm not enthusiastic about it. This was even worse than I thought it was, and I thought it was just gonna be worse because you were forcing a company that doesn't deal with this to do this. But I thought I was going to see something different. Everybody's using guns. Captain Boomerang should have something to where he throws his boomerang and it ping pongs between several enemies. He could have that. I didn't see it. I saw he uses boomerang as a finishing move. King Shark should be running, dash, melee, slams, swimming in the water. I mean, swimming in the air with a heavy machine gun. This is looking bad. It's looking real bad. And I think the heads of Rocksteady knew. And since the edict is multiplayer, online, they stayed and saw it through, and that's why they're gone. I don't know. I'll cover more of what this is going to be. I'll cover it when it drops. But boy, oh boy, expectations of it is dropping really fast. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is Rivos, and I'm out. You have a good one.